Hello and welcome to the second episode of the $30 to $1 million trading portfolio. Obviously, we're still in the process of this 5k funded evaluation. Now, today's trade was kind of like a break even trade. It wasn't really too exciting, if I'm being honest. It was again shared in the Telegram. So let's go over it. First of all, marked out London Forex Open. We had these 5 equal lows that all got swept here right at the start. Bullish fair value got filled. Area of accumulation that caused this move up came into it. I'm really liking it. Area of accumulation, sweep, and fair value got filled. Dial in on the 5 minute. Bullish fair value gap. I actually took as this is my entry zone, started the fair value gap, started this kind of breaker here. I didn't like this as being part of the breaker. I entered here knowing that there was an inverse fair value gap here to save me if need be, and that's what happened. We ran up. I closed here because of the news. There was just GBP news. Again, I don't trade your news. I closed 1 minute before news, and I never will trade news. I know that could maybe harm me today. This still could very easily run up and hit take profit, which actually should be there now. That's still very possible, still quite likely, but my trade rules say don't trade news, and my trade rules save me far more than they harm me. So I am fully okay with the fact that they may harm me today, but in the long run, I know over a course of weeks, months and years, it will definitely save me. So again, we're focusing on that. So this is a trade we did take. Great setup still. A setup I would take 10 times out of 10. But here's the trade I should have took. For obvious reasons. And I'll show you why. 15 minute. Swept this low. 5 minute. Clearly broke structure to the upside here. Like with a mega break structure. Creating a fair value gap that lined up perfectly with this breaker. So this should have been my entry zone. Came into here. TP1 would have been this high here. TP2 would have been the external liquidity on UK 100. That's a trade I should have took. Obviously I went with this. They're both excellent setups. I just made a judgment call. My judgment call today was wrong, but in the future my judgment calls will be right. That's just the way that's just kind of the way it goes. It just sucks obviously because that's a 6-1 that we missed out on, but obviously with partials it would have been what was TP1 in terms of risk reward? 2.7, so we would have got 1.35 basically, more or less, percent gate, so close 0.25%, 1.35 RR. Yeah, we would have made about roughly 2% on the account, which would have been nice, but yeah, it just wasn't to be. We ended up going with this, having to close it early, but it's good. Like I said, this is like a multi-year long project, so when we really zoom out and really sort of see the big picture, like individual days like this don't matter. I've just got to like stay on course, stay on course, stay to the rules, and keep sort of just taking each day as it comes and making the best decision that I can make on that day. The best decision I can make is just to follow the plan. And what does the plan say? No trading rules. No trading news. So yeah, this is a trade I should have took. But I never. I took this one. This is my trade for the day, and it looks like it's going to rip. Which is great if people are still in it in the Telegram, because I did call it out. I'm definitely not against that. Because they can do what they want. I have advised them to close it. But yeah. Just because the whole point of the Telegram is people sharing the same trading experience as me. But yeah, that is the trades for today. So where does that leave us? If I go and check my funding pips, because that is the prop firm I'm using for this challenge, for the 5k account, just because they are pretty decent. and not in the middle of any controversy just now. That usually helps. Give me 1 second just to log in on my phone here, and I will tell you exactly how much. Alright, we are now down 14, which means that we made 1976. So we lost 32 yesterday because I messed up the lot size because I didn't take spread into account. Today I did take spread into account. We risked the right amount. It just was annoying day. Just was an annoying day. Yeah. So we are down 14 overall. 14 overall, which isn't like nothing. We're basically still at break even. So we've not lost anything. And what have we gained? We have gained experience and knowledge. Every day is a chance to gain experience and knowledge. That's what we've done again. But yeah, there's not much more to update you guys on. Obviously, I took another practice one on GU just because I quite liked it. It wasn't the best setup. I wouldn't have taken it as like my primary setup, just due to the fact that if we look at the sort of dealing range here, it was right on half. Whereas like with the UK, which was the one I should have taken, if we look at sort of the mark out the high to the low, our entry zone was below sort of the halfway point, which means that like I'm quite happy with that. And same with GBP GPY, I was pretty happy with an entry here because again I was like, oh, the upside's pretty good. But yeah, this is going to rip still, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I don't break my trading rules. So yeah, see you guys in the next day. We keep marching forward. 2 days down, hopefully 1,000 more to go.